To the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. And he spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. For the stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, the youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Then the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't known before the story was related to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry when the tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. For they knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. The swiftness of the ranger still talked about today. Texas Red and all cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in the moment and the folks had gathered around. Then before them laid a body of the outlaw on the ground. When he trades a master ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he trades a master ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
All right, let's do this. I'm so ready. I'm so riggedy ready. Here we go, chat room. Test, okay. Oh, I gotta fix Rinko. There we go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations.
Hello.
Greeting.
Yo.
Welcome
Hey,
everybody to the next episode of Field of Fire.
How are we doing today?
Last call. Welcome everybody. We got some new art we're gonna go through here in a second, but whomst would like to give me the recap?
I believe I'll be doing it. Is my volume
boy.
fine?
Is your what fine?
My volume.
Volume?
Yeah.
Why did you say it like Valium? That was weird.
I don't know.
Let me turn you up a little bit. Okay, try again.
Hello?
All right, a little too much. Let me turn you back. There you go. You're good. You're good.
Okay, recap. I've had so many chances, and they've all slipped through my hands. Yes, I've killed heroes. Nefaria, I've killed our kin. And Agatha, I've killed my friends. To think I've had silly thoughts like, when all was said and done, we'd travel around, do more jobs, help more people. I'm rambling. Let's get to it. Fields of Fire, the last call, day 1. We've arrived at a circle, our skins lit by burning orange flame, an orc in its display. It was said to be ambition, whatever that means. To greet us and tell us our next steps was the White Glove, the Black Hand's wingman or right hand. The White Glove gave us a list of problems, said to be possibly born from Etheria's rebirth. It's something I felt faintly, but I don't know what to think about it. It's probably for my own investigation. Continuing, the White Glove told us that Dawson was the avatar of the Black Hand. With this, in our next steps, we have to get new allies. And the first to arrive was a woman by the name of Moon Dawnlight. Moon Dawnlight. It's the girl that dragon was talking about, disturbing how fate works. She arrived to help the druids, apparently allied to the Black Hand. But first she spent time searching for Draco in Flanderton. Regardless, the next person was... her name is a little foreign to me. Kobayashi Kawahana. I would be more excited in my younger days, but it seems Miss Hannah is here to help free our people from the hands of tyranny. I'm not sure if she knows what that looks like, given most of our decisions these days is between order and chaos rather than tyranny. Another foreigner showed up. Her speech was a little posh, to say the least. She spoke of getting rid of pestilence, which I believe is sickness. Her name was weird, a beautiful woman by the name of Celeste, a paladin. Next was another familiar name, Wendell Weavewalker. He shares Sin's last name. His goal was less clear to us, but apparently it was said that he was a rampant gambler. He was sort of recruited for his fighting ability, it would seem, or maybe fate is just taking another swing at us. Now that it's over, our missions, they were overwhelming to say the least. We were shown on a map by the White Glove, a list of places that I will simply just say: the Silver Coast, the Glass City, the Free Cities, an island northeast from the shore, the Pale City, the Matherian Wall, Mornhow, Hailhorn, and the Three Kings, which is just our luck. After lots of deliberation, Dawson made a choice, the Silver Coast, to go back to where we had started this journey.
I guess it'd be to make sure that everything we'd done before was not for nothing. Their lives were not for nothing. I just hope our allies are ready to bear the weight of hope for Corvinus. That's it.
All right, inspiration for you, big guy. That was pretty good.
Damn.
Nice.
Good shit.
Okay, so we have a couple of logistical adjustments to make. Make sure everybody's tokens are ready before we head towards Saltbriar and you explore what has occurred with its destruction. Everyone check and make sure all of your stuff's working. I've got to make changes to Oliver and Cavity. If you could go into your tokens, go to carrying capacity and disable that for a moment. I need to go in and change some stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we
And I'm
disable
still on the
carrying?
wrong map.
How do we disable
do we-
carrying capacity?
It should be under your
Effects.
effects tab.
Ah, effects. Okay.
I thought it was smart inventory.
Okay. Because you
Mine's already
guys
disabled.
are of the appropriate level now where you start to hit the big stuff, so. Second. Okay, let me fix Cavity. Edit this. X. Hit that.
Gravity's also gotta level up.
What's your
Last one to do it.
min?
2.
Oh, you're not leveled? Oh, we gotta level you guys up. Alright, let's do that. Quick. One. Handle that too.
I should be good on my level up.
So, let's see if that... Okay, Oliver's good on the level side. Let me fix this real quick. Fix, take that off. That. This to... What's your minimum, Oliver?
I believe it's 1d8 for cleric.
No. Your exposure minimal.
4.
4? Okay. You're at your minimum. Ow. Alright, so everyone's leveled except Cavity, you said?
E.
Alright, let's go and get you leveled then. Okay, 1d8 minimum 5, please.
D8.
Okay, 7. Feels good. You get Ogfell Bice. You want to explain what that does to the good people?
I will. So, it is my 9th level Phage ability. And it does... Whenever an enemy within 30 feet of Cavity would die, it gains a +2 necrotic damage to his next weapon or melee spell attack, and this bonus stacks itself.
Okay. 1d8 minimum 5, please. Alright, in this level you get Blight Shroud. You could please explain what that does to the good people.
Light Shroud. Each time you trigger Death Knell in a combat, which is a 6th level feature, He gains temporary hit points equal to his charisma and wisdom modifier. It stacks with itself. So each death grants me 5 temp HP.
What was your HP?
59?
It did not increase your HP.
Oh, it increased current, I think.
Fix it. So, 8 and 6 is 14. 73 is what you're... Okay, make sure and everybody long rest yourselves. Make sure you're at full resources and capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exposure should be minimum.
For chat's sake, for a level up spells, the two I'm taking are Hold Monster and Blight.
Well, that reminds me. Gotta adjust Oliver's. Oh, he's already adjusted. Cool. I believe you also get to choose some spells, Oliver. Which ones would you like to choose?
Do I? I thought I don't get spells as a dual class. I have to, like, find them.
Right, but you get some from the Black Hand, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, from the facility.
Are they specific to my class?
Mm-hmm. Had to be cleric spells. You get a 2nd level spell and a 3rd level spell. This is one of the few times when I don't suggest dispel magic for your 3rd level spell, because you already do that. So, I mean, unless you want a ranged one, I suppose. Counterspell might be good.
Counterspell is always good.
Just go full lockdown. That'd be pretty sick. There's also, let me open the list. See if I can help you out here. Actually, a lot of good options.
Mm-hmm.
For your setup, at least. Gives you a little bit more freedom over the spells that are useful. Let's see. We want cleric. We'll look at 1st and 2nd level. Let's see here. Be a good spell for... Well, you could take Revivify. That's always good to have a pocket revive. Of course, you'll need the diamond. So, that'd be a little harder to use. Remove Curse is a solid one, as it works differently than Dispel Magic. More specialized. But you probably also don't really need it, because you can just... How to spam Dispel Magic. Sorry. Ugh, I hate yawning. Stow Curse would be interesting.
I feel that.
If you wanted to lock some people down.
And Celeste took Revivify. I just need the diamond, so you don't need to take that if you don't want to.
I don't think you're an animate dead kind of guy.
Aww.
Spirit Shroud could work for you. Yeah, it gives you an extra D8 of necrotic damage. Or actually radiant, necrotic, or cold when you cast the spell. An extra D8 of damage, and also locks movement speed down a little bit. And also has automatic chill touch on your attacks.
Ooh.
So for a monk, it's
It's
pretty good, because it gives you a lot of
Touch is really
opportunities.
good.
Yeah, to give you a lot of opportunities to block healing and to... Well, you'll also be dispelling, so you'll be peeling back effects as well. Super good for peeling the shells, peeling enemy abilities away. There's also
we get 2 boys from it.
there's also tongues. If you want to talk to people all the time.
That's a good also have that.
That's a good one. I know. What are you feeling? over there. Oh, Speak with Dead. That's true. You can take Speak with Dead.
I do not have that.
Mm-mm.
That is a good one.
No, what do you think, Oliver?
Well, RP wise, I did want to have Oliver do divination spells.
Okay, divination spells. You got clairvoyance. That's in 3rd level. Clairvoyance is also a really useful scouting tool.
mhm.
And for 2nd level, you have locate object as your divination, as well as find traps, borrowed knowledge, and augury. Augury is pretty good because augury lets you essentially ask whether a specific course of action will go well or not, and it can be ritually cast, so you can cast it without gaining exposure if you want to do it outside of combat and stuff.
Is locate
Do
object
we have a
second
trap
level?
finder in the group?
That's what I have.
Anyway, what were you saying?
What level is locate object second?
That's your 2nd level spell, yeah.
Do I? So if I've seen the object I want to locate, am I able to?
So the spell works that you have to describe or name an object that is familiar to you. So you have to have seen it, or you have to have heard about it sufficiently. But yes, as long as you are able to describe it in some way, then you could try to find it with locate object.
So I guess I'll ask so because we don't have let's say I don't know where we're gonna end up in our next mission, but let's say we go back into the lab. Is it am I able to essentially locate object another vial of the Deptar serum? Or would it have to be the one I've seen?
No, you could describe that because you're familiar with it. Yeah. Now, you get into the weird thing of it's technically the exact one that you had isn't actually the one that that they might have, because it's different scientific advancements, but it's the spell is open-ended enough that you can use it that way. So for the sake of whether or not it's a good choice for you, I think that it would work in the way that you would want it to. So if you ended up in another lab and you wanted to find that, you could definitely cast locate object, and then you would at least be able to feel it out. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think I'm willing to do locate object for that one. I guess my question then is, I was thinking about doing tongues for my 3rd level, but I don't know if Spirit Shroud would be too good of an advantage to give up, sort of.
Well, you said roleplay-wise you want a divination spell, so yeah, just pick the divination spell. There's lots of options. Or not lots, but there's 2 very good options for 2 very good options. Or technically 3. There's tongues, there's clairvoyance, and for the first time, I actually agreed with something from the 2024 change, and that is sending is now a divination spell, which is what it should have always been.
If it helps, I already have tongues, if that helps your decision.
What's the range on sending?
The plane of existence. So not space.
You also
Sending
Yeah,
would
so
actually be
sending,
really
so-
good.
Sending is generally a good spell.
I'll do locate object and sending then.
Sounds good to me. All right, cool. Let me add those. Do you know how to add spells, or do you need me to do it?
I think it'd be better if you did it.
All right, I'll add the spells to you real quick.
Yeah, the only spell that seems not to be there for me is Cloud of Daggers. Could have fired SRD anyway.
Having stunning is actually pretty huge because I wanted to take it, but I didn't. There are other spells I was like, nah, that's more, and they'd be
Sending
better.
And Locate. Locate object is one of those spells that is really good, but
Mm,
players tend not to take it because of the competitiveness of those slots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really cool that you took it.
I thought about taking it.
I think you will find it to be quite useful.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's pretty beneficial, seeing as we lost everything from the lab.
Especially if the weapon tells us we need to find something, it's going to be useful.
Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. I think we're ready to rumble. We ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh
I'm just
yeah.
getting gone.
I'm assuming we long rested then. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm just making sure my
Yes,
spells are prepared.
yes.
So
I've already. Yes.
Yeah.
You've already
I
long
just-
rested.
I just-
You're at full strength.
okay.
Well, Celeste
Cool.
kind of wanted to prepare everybody before the teleport. I wanted to put Death Ward off and channel so that everybody gets 1d6 poison damage to their weapon till my next long rest.
I'm not sure if that sticks if I already have a poison weapon for one of them.
I don't use weapons.
I use a weapon. I have a bonking stick.
My first spell out of combat is free, and
Mhm.
the +2 exposure I gain from channeling would be reduced by 1, and I have 1 exposure.
Okay, who you casting Death Ward on?
Myself.
Oakley dokley.
Did we roll my madness spells?
Yep. Where's the application? It's right. I don't have a Death Ward.
And everybody gets Well of Rot on their weapons.
Yeah, my question is if that stacks. I already have a poison weapon. I assume it does.
It stacks.
Okay, cool. So that one would have
Hey,
And any
2d6
poison
of
damage
bleed.
y'all
I
deal
don't
within
remember-
60
I don't
feet of
remember the
me
exact thing
gets...
for that.
I think the only thing for me would be my orb and spellbook, but I think that's you'll handle that when you need to handle it, Arcadum. I trust you. Go.
No. I'm just gonna add it to my weapon really quickly. Is it just a straight D6, or does it get the bonuses from our...
It is a straight 1d6 on top of... It's a damage rider.
Okay. You got it. I have it added onto my bonking stick.
I guess a question, Arcadum, in terms of the Ickerling, if it's relevant. Before, did Oliver ever feel its presence?
Feel what's presence?
The Ickerling?
Yes.
And when he long rested this time, does he still feel it?
Negative.
Oh.
While they're waiting, Moon will look at Weasel and give him a snack.
I am applying my best cure for the pestilence to everyone's weapon, just in case we come across it on our travels.
Nodders. My
looks at
abilities
you.
are best used in the middle of the fight.
Sadly, I think we will need that quite a bit.
Moon just kind of smiles. Don't worry, I'll handle it.
All right. Everyone, do me a favor. Double check everything on your tokens before we go forward, because you guys are gonna hit the shit once we get there. So make sure everything's working.
Okay. Looks
Also,
like
for those of you that kind of, is everyone here familiar with each other's builds, like the new characters?
kind of, yeah.
Likely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We spoke about it a little bit here
Okay.
and there, but it's just like getting used to it in combat is gonna be.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
point.
I gotta get used to all that.
Oh, I should roll my
I'll handle
portents
it.
for the day, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
Yes.
those portents are gonna come in handy.
Yes. Just double check here. This level it
Question
is
for you,
3d20.
Oliver. If we happen to get into combat, do you wish to be blessed? I don't know if your build still doesn't want you to have exposure or not.
We just got a thing where that doesn't matter anymore.
I guess I should ask that.
Hmm, interesting.
For Spiritus Sanctum, do I have to activate it, or does my exposure just go into focus? Arcadum.
Hang on a second.
Ooh, big ol' 17 there.
Yeah, that'd be good for a saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ow.
Two seconds.
Yep.
Hmm.
Alright.
Oh, another thing. Cavity, do you still want exposure, or do you want me to start yoinking? Still.
I have a lot more room to keep it now because I have 15 max. I'm cool with you yoinking it. It's gonna be 5 each time now that I'm level 10.
It's fine.
Yeah, I guess it'll depend. It'll depend. Sometimes I'm good either way most of the time. Probably
Okay.
gonna ask you to take it though, mostly.
Yeah, just whenever you need me to take exposure, just ask. I do have the Apotheosis feat. I would prefer to use it later in combat, but if it needs to be earlier, I'm okay with it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the thing where you give your exposure out is AC and all that, is that part of apotheosis? Something else that you
No.
do?
It's just an ability that I have.
Awesome.
Arcana. Now that since Moon is a full druid, she gets her Arcana actually heals and damages people as well as dumping
Yeah.
exposure.
It's really
And her
insane.
it's so good. And her prestige class allows her to add AC and attack bonus as
Alright,
well.
what is
as
your,
saving throw bonuses.
What was your question, Cavity?
Oh, me? I just had a
No, not Cavity.
Just
Sorry.
need my-
Oliver. He asked me something.
Spiritus Sanctum. Is that like the exposure into focus? Is that an action or
No, that's always. You don't gain exposure anymore. You only gain focus.
okay?
Yeah, this is the big level for you. So anytime you would gain exposure, you gain it instead as focus, and you can spend that focus into key, then spend that key to restore your lost spell slots.
Oh, so
But
you're
doing
my
that
exposure dump.
costs an action.
So he's my exposure dump.
So the transfer of key to spells costs an action to do. But the passive is you just gain exposure as focus.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice, especially for my build.
It's huge, yeah.
All right. Everybody got everything?
Mm-hmm.
Madness
Please,
spells, please.
Yeah.
Let me roll madness.
So next time I could put Death Ward on Oliver.
Do you get 2 or 1?
2.
Okay.
I have Offer of Darkness.
I guess a clarifying question for Mist Mark. What's the definition on constant exposure?
What's your question?
Mist Mark, it reduces my constant exposure by 2. I don't know what constant exposure is.
Constant exposure is magic items.
Okay.
So if you tune to a magic item, you get constant exposure. This reduces it by 2, so that means the first 2 exposure caused by magic items is free for you.
All right.
Okay.
Protect.
All right. Let me get you your thingy. Madness spells. I rolled 8 and 1. That gives you Eldritch Shatter and Cursed Aura.
Oh.
Let's see if Caped has those down here.
Eldritch Shatter sounds new. I have Cursed Aura.
I'm not sure if he has that made, but Eldritch Shatter is this acts as a dispel magic, but this causes the creature who is afflicted to be stunned if they fail a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Holy shit.
That's a stunning dispel.
That's
That's
powerful.
I put it in notes. There you
That's-
go. Eldritch Shatter. You have Cursed Aura, right?
Thank you. I got it, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm Gucci. Is everyone else good?
Everybody else good?
Yeah.
I'm
It's,
good, yeah.
I feel good.
Everybody have everything they need? All right. Leo. All right, let's rock and roll.
Now, there's no diamonds sitting around in this lab we can grab, huh?
No.
fine, I'm a noob.
Darn
We'll
the
make
luck.
money. We'll make money.
Oh, baby! It's time for some level 10 encounters.
Oh boy.
Boy.
Can silver salt be used in place of magic
It can.
required items? Ooh, and we're about to go to a field of silver salt.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
as long as you're okay with the ramifications of using souls. Winky face.
Moon has a weird feeling about this one.
I'm too old for this.
All right. Let's rock and roll.
Oh boy.
And so you travel to the Silver Coast, or rather, what's left of it.
Oh shit.
Let's get some tunes here. No, not that one. So, yeah, this one. This one will work. All right, and here we go.
Whoa.
That works for me.
All right, let me know when you're loaded.
Loaded.
I'm loaded.
Are you loaded?
I'm in.
Okay, as the magics of the swirling circle and the white glove fade, you find yourselves in what you could have mistaken for a desert, were you not staring towards what was once Saltbriar. In the distance, the city can be seen broken and torn to pieces. The surrounding countryside, which was once a verdant mixture of copse and trees and coastal plains, has now been reduced to a husk of its former self. A silvery powder of salt covers everything. Most plants have been killed, and much of the surrounding countryside has been changed. Like an angry wind, the salt has torn up even the earth, poisoning that within.
Moon kind of like looks at the earth, a little frustrated. Is there a way that I can make a nature check even though I'm not trained in it?
If it's a basic, but this isn't one, so. Also, you're a druid without nature trained?
I'm a medicine animal handling.
Head.
Looks at camera.
Shakes my head.
Anyway,
The other druid player in this group shaking their head.
I didn't want whatever.
Cavity. Do you remember how long we were in the lab for?
He thinks about it for a second. Yes, I just didn't have much time. Or it wasn't too long, actually. Can't have been more than 3 days. But the
This
journey
damage.
towards it. Journey towards the took longer. Took a week or two.
Still, this is... What are we supposed to do? It seems like what we were supposed to stop has happened.
I
Perhaps it
feared this
has
to be
yet
the case.
perhaps there is yet potential for whatever has happened here to grow and spread. So maybe we investigate further. If there's any source, anything still moves here. Perhaps the
Yes.
two of us can do the tattoo that I put upon you. You could probably use that too. I'll try and understand the nature of this place.
Would you like me to start looking for tracks?
Y'all seem to have some inkling on what may have occurred here. Would y'all care to elaborate further?
Cavity will explain it to you. I'll have to look around a bit.
Very well. Good Sir Cavity, what is it that y'all think happened here? Some sort of failure on y'all's part?
happened here, I'm not sure exactly, but we do know of the nature of silver salt. It is something. It is a natural occurrence within all people. It is something called dust. It sort of establishes your connection to one's soul and dream. But due to the maddening experiments of that lie beneath this, it is harvested, and the connection is severed, and it produces this salt. Their facilities lie beneath that sort of harvest this from the people, and it turns it back into the land, into ley lines themselves. I do not know what has happened here, but there does seem to be some sort of affliction with silver salt here.
All right.
And
Real
what is
quick.
the silver salt used for?
Real quick, Oliver. As you start to analyze the area, do you have nature trained?
Not normally, but I use the tattoo to get proficiency.
I see. Well, with that, as you start to analyze the salt, it seems that the sickness in the land permeated by the salt's true nature, which you are aware of it, has already begun to change the landscape. Strange growths start to emerge with a silvery sheen around them. Flowers blooming that do not exist here, and yet now are being surged by the salt. The problem is not just that the surface has been scoured and the city perhaps lost, but it's what the salt will do next. The infusion of such magic, without any sort of controlled will, could cause any form of mutation, any form of evolution, and perhaps even worse.
It is, as Cavity said, the land is being infused with the silver salt. Given its nature, we need to stop this before it gets worse. It's the least we can do for the people who lost their homes or their lives.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I would love to help the land here.
If it is being exposed to something unnatural, is there a way to stop it? Or what would we even do with it once we stop it from being produced? It's already here.
Well, what matters is that we stop it from getting worse. The area wasn't like this before. If we allow it to run rampant, the things that could happen would be devastating. Everything would change, get worse. New things could be made, similar to what we encountered, Cavity, in the tavern, Deadwind.
Oh, I agree. It's something we should look into. Just was you already had on what to do with it once we stopped the outflow.
There wouldn't be anything we could do. It's too much. We'd probably have to let the effects go over naturally.
Just because we do not know what we can do now does not mean we cannot find out. That is why we are here, to experiment, my good friend.
We're not here to run experiments.
Everything is an experiment.
I guess we'll have to disagree on that. Oliver will start moving forward.
Moon kind of follows along.
If you wish,
Also, I
I
forgot.
could
I
attempt
forgot.
to
Oh,
divine where we might need to take ourselves, the heading of our course.
Towards the town seems like a basic start.
If you
Yes,
wish, I
but
could look for tracks.
It would probably be best for us
Because
to
Benny's been through the area.
that would be most wonderful of you, grandfather, if you could.
Do that.
did you just call him grandfather?
Do you not refer to your elders with titles of respect?
Moon blinks. My family, maybe.
Ah,
Alright. Take a look.
I see.
And do any of these flowers look like the frozen flowers?
No.
Okay.
Gonna be looking for tracks. This should be a +8. So, let's see, 16.
You do not see any tracks in the salt.
No tracks. Doesn't look like anybody's been through here. Means I
It very
can't
well
tell
could
which way
be
town
that
is
they,
either.
it could be they are buried, or perhaps held up someplace safe.
Could be.
Well, if the city is where we are going, it might be the best course of direction that we have now.
I agree. We should find a place to use as a operating base of sorts. There we can have Oliver will sort of look at Hannah or Hana. Hana, divine. We'd probably have to look at the effects of using magic in this silver salt.
Moon nods.
I can help assist in setting up base of operations once we find a place.
Well, we should head towards the city. If there's any survivors,
Hmm.
maybe we can find them.
Yes,
Now,
I
the
can
only
do that
question
for
is
you,
which way
Sir
is
Alan.
the city?
You can see the city, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can see it in the distance.
Oh.
It's that way. It's right there.
Sorry, I'm missing an eye, so I'm just saying.
Turns
If
to
there
the
are any
right.
survivors, I expect them to be quite capable.
Mm-hmm. And if they're injured, I'll be able to help them.
Arcadum, this is just normal land, right?
It was.
Oliver will
Can
sort
I
of
make
look at it. Oh,
You're gonna
what
do
you
what?
gonna say? Me or Sonny?
you go first, man?
You're the one who was doing things.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if, like, I don't know the map, but like, was this like possibly water here or something?
It may have been a river once.
Okay.
The road that you're walking on was once paved, at least to some degree, with cobblestones. So strong was the blast that it ripped the stones from the earth, it would seem.
Hmm.
Is it possible to, like, I don't know if this is possible. Would it be possible to, like, figure out like a direction that the blast may have started?
Well, you kind of already know where it came from
Alright.
the silver stones.
And all of it would continue.
Probably be hard to
Anna
put all the
waits
silver.
patiently.
Probably be hard to
Little
put all the
gesture.
silver salt,
Let's
but
walk
I
beside
don't.
each other.
Oh my god, stop talking over each other. Jesus
Yeah.
Oh,
Christ.
sorry.
Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
normally, like, this group does that a lot, but it's really been bad this session. Just. Okay.
I'm trying not to.
Try again.
You go, Pete.
No, you go for it. You were talking first.
Probably be hard to with all the silver salt, but I don't know if I could maybe detect any lingering magic maybe in the area that could have caused this.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
everywhere. Silver salt
Hmm.
is inherently magical. If you switch to magical sight, you will see the entire landscape irradiated.
This place is filled with silver salt.
Yes.
Or to detect anything besides the silver salt here.
I've never seen so much magical energy in one place.
Let me check something real quick here. Before we venture forward into the town, or once we arrive in there, actually, I can take a moment for us to rest and attempt to augur what our future might hold for us.
Well, while you do that,
Uh,
me and Oliver can search for survivors in the town.
You guys are still far from the city. Like,
Yeah.
gonna
yeah.
take you a while to get there.
Yeah.
And I could rush ahead of you guys if you want, but
No, I think sticking close together would be best. If you encounter anything dangerous and I'm not there, I'm afraid that if your wounds are too deep, I won't be able to get to you in time.
That's fair. Make a good point there.
While I do not consider myself a practitioner, I am a healer.
Fortunately, my time was spent more fighting than healing.
Moon giggles. Most of my time was spent the exact opposite. There are several stories where I have met adventurers and friends that were injured and needed my help.
Alright, so the party continues?
Yes.
Alright, eventually, as you follow the path, it will start to whip and wind back towards the main city. As you make your way, you happen upon what you think to have at one time been a farmhouse. As you approach the farmhouse, you realize, as you kind of look behind it, great pieces of the earth have been overturned. You can see maybe an outpost or an old fort has been scoured from the top of it. The remains of the surrounding farmland have been ripped up and out. The tops of the houses have been scoured down, almost like they've been sanded. You will see that the fortress, the banners of Saltspire, are ragged and ripped in the midst of the crumbling towers. And this is where that leads you. We are currently in medium zoom.
Ooh.
First, we're going to start with the... Start with this one. Because you have to go through this before you reach the fortress in the back. So, yeah.
So much destructive power. It looks like even the earth was torn asunder.
Well, from what they are saying, silver salt is magical, innate. Is that correct, Oliver?
Yes.
In my time as a druid and studying, if you put too much magic into the earth, it will begin to do this, I suppose. But I've never seen it this bad.
There's so much here, it blows around in the wind. Grinds on everything.
She kind of nods.
Alright, so we're actually not in medium zoom yet, because this is where the old farm was. So we'll do this first.
Okay.
I know when you're loaded.
I'm loaded.
Loaded.
And
Okay, so you see once fertile ground that has been ripped and cracked, the water from it stolen by the salt, the surrounding stones ripped from the nearby hills, what remains of the nearby plant life clinging to life, sickened and mutating from the salt nearby. You will see that there are very few remnants of the building even being here, and you will see no survivors.
Question, Arcadum, in regards to looking for survivors, is it possible to look for like clothing or like any signs of people being around?
Sure.
And also any non-survivors, I guess would be the question.
Is that a survival or something?
Survival, yeah.
Um,
Alright.
can I do basic, or do I have to be trained? Okay.
The basic
Might
check.
as well help you there. Roll myself. +8. So I gotta do the math there. But that should be decent.
25.
25, I think.
25, okay. 25, yep.
it makes sense the salt would steal the moisture in life, but ripping the stones from the mountains, that's a whole nother feat entirely.
This just shows how destructive things can be if they get too far out of hand.
As you search the nearby
Indeed.
area, you will find that there are some small scraps of clothing, but other than that,
You
wasn't.
cut out for me.
You will see that there are some small scraps of clothing depicting that there were people here. But other than that, if it wasn't for the fact that you know of the design of these farms and how they're spread out, you may have mistaken this place for something else entirely.
Alright. It's scraps here. Yeah, perhaps people were here once. There's not much left.
Ain't nothing much left but ruin. And a reminder of the disregard of the experimenter.
If the
The
elements
ambitions
are
of man is usually what leads to the destruction of nature.
if the elements are doing
difficult to coexist with.
If the elements are doing this much damage, we should find somewhere secure for the night, where we will not be exposed.
It'd be best if we make haste. There's no reason in wasting any time.
I can help set up a area to help keep some of the elements out if y'all find a decent place.
We'll look to you if it ever becomes pertinent. For now, I agree with Oliver. Let's get going. No need to linger here.
Which way?
Right.
Towards the city.
So at this point, you can go towards the city to the south. You can investigate the fortress to the east, or you can go north to follow the natural lines of the river, perhaps trying to find water.
Water may be important if everything is going to be bone dry around here.
Yes, but if the fortress is still intact, it might have reserves of water kept within barrels in the event of a siege of some kind.
This is
Moon will
true.
kind of look at Oliver.
Oliver will look at window. Old man, you have an estimate on how long it would take us to get to the city?
Would that be probably a survival roll or something?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Give me 1 second. Just work through that problem in my mind.
If you...
Alright. That should be 24. Yep.
Couple of days.
Couple of days if we're on foot.
Yeah, I see. That being said, I have no rations.
Oh, I have rations.
Anyone else?
You'd have 19
about-
on me.
I too have some
Okay.
rations, yes.
I'm carrying about 40 pounds of rations on me.
That is quite a lot of
Doesn't
rations.
have to be prepared. I've learned that in my old age.
Unless we're looking for something specific. Given your rations put together, we might be able to make it to the city without having to take any detours.
If you wish, though, I can take this time to use my orb and see what we might face ahead of ourselves. With this much raw magic flowing around and the, I'm sure, rampant emotions that came with it, cut short so quickly, whatever yokai spirits were around might have been affected. Well,
Give me a couple days and I can. You finish. Sorry.
though with the state of your land, I doubt many spirits can manifest themselves at my home. It's still a possibility that I fear might happen.
How?
Give me a few days and I can prepare something to get us moving faster if you'd like. If you want to be there earlier.
Question for you, Hannah. How potent are your divinations? Would you be able to get us each route, or would that take too long?
That would take some time. Though, a good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. One of the many quotes of my home. From philosophers, of course. But, yes, it would take time. If I were to use my most powerful divination spell, outside of scrying, it would take me... It would take me maybe half an hour, at least.
What do you think, Cavity? I have an interest in the fortress. There might be something there for us. But other than that, I want to make haste.
If you wish, I could divine on the fortress and give you the most accurate answer. The more I use the spell divination, the more likely it can be that more befuddled of an answer.
I would rather react with haste as well. If you would like to perform your divinations, we can, but I think we ought to move towards where the river may have once been. If we are to salvage any chance of this city being restored and the people returning here, and their source of water, that means I wish we can build the city once more. Having that restored would probably be the best course of action.
Okay, I gotta step in here.
Yeah.
Can you adjust your game? It sounds like there's a fucking entire kitchen restaurant behind you when you speak,
Yeah,
Cavity.
it sounds looks like I don't want
There's,
to
there's
walk.
like there's like a
Hold on.
dry there's like a dryer going like
1 second.
Yeah.
and also can you adjust your gain too a little bit, Prince? Because every time you talk I hear incredibly heavy breathing and it makes me concerned that you are okay. All right.
I'm sorry, there was like laundry in the back.
Yeah.
Being done in the background. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's fine. Are you in the laundry room with your computer?
No.
Okay.
No. It's another room.
You know,
That's like
got them
your
thin
life.
walls.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. So much of the land, its wildlife, its flora and fauna has already been rendered destitute. If there is an oasis in this now barren land that we can turn to, capture and restore it, then that would probably be a beacon of for the people to return here. I don't actually. If you would like to say the fortress, I ain't against it either. I just rather we make a decision now and not linger.
Well, if you believe the river is of more importance for the future, we could have Hannah divine that and then get a move on. If there is something there, maybe her divination would allow us to know rather than have to actually go.
If I may, Sir Cavity, did the white glove give any inkling on how we would be retrieved once we were done? Or would we need to make our own way out of here back?
I wouldn't concern myself with that. My master has his ways, and we would be able to make it out of anything that comes, any danger that comes. White Glove has
Very
his
well.
ways. So, Mr. Kobashigawa, you're gonna perform a divination. Best get started on it.
Very well. Um,
Okay, so you're using a divination.
Yes, I will be using my Orb of Obedaigo.
Yeah. You're using the inherent casting.
Yes.
Okay.
The once per long rest casting. Yep.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, do you guys want a more detailed answer, or do you answer, or a less detailed? I guess is my question.
Detail enough to know what's going to be there. If you're divining, like which area are you divining exactly? The water?
I can do
river
that
part?
for you guys if I mean, to Hana, Cavity is the leader of the group, so since he's the one chosen by the Black Hand, so yeah, she'll divine on the water if that's what he wants.
Yeah, find out if the water's even there.
Yeah. So Augury probably wouldn't work here. You probably will have to divine it, see what's there.
Okay. Yeah, I will cast divination, and this is actually a story question for you, Arcadum. I'm just curious, what kind of yokai would the How clan have worshipped or given praise
Salamander.
to? And the salamander?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She will sit down, take her orb
I
out.
should probably go over this for chat's sake. I don't think we ever did. So your items, your orb is called the Orb of Obedaigo. It grants, when casting a divination spell, it grants the wielder a +1 to AC per spell level for 1 hour. So in this case, 4. The following spells can be cast once per long rest: Augury, Clairvoyance, and Divination. On your staff, Kakahara, you have a Moonstone Spinel cut engraving, which gives you Piercing Veil. Enemies have disadvantage on the first saving throw caused by the wielder in a combat. And then you have your spellbook, which is called the Peach Blossom Tone. Spells cast to the spellbook have their exposure gain reduced by 1. And whenever you would gain a bonus to your AC, you gain temporary HP equal to 5 plus the bonus. This does not stack with itself.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So 9 HP each time?
No.
If I use divination, but it doesn't stack. And I'm not using the spellbook, I'm using the orb to cast, so.
Yep. Has to be hard cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do get the AC bonus from the orb.
Yeah, you get that.
Correct. Yeah. So, awesome. I will cast divination, and I will ask...
I'm sorry. No, that has to be hard cast too.
Oh, okay.
If you soft cast, you don't get it. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, what's your question?
Guardian Salamander of the How clan, I beseech upon you. Show me what lies in our future when we walk the path that leads towards the river and the source of life-giving water. The dangers might be there, but more importantly, is our mission futile? I'm basically asking,
That's
is there
way
water
too much.
in the...
That's way too much. Do you know how the divination spell works?
Yes, I do. Okay. I'm asking, is there going to be water in the direction that we're...
Play it. Role play it.
Okay.
Just use the fucking parameters of the spell, please.
Got it. Then, I ask, if we follow the riverbed, will we find water? That which gives life to all things.
Yes.
So that's within 7 days. So... I will look at Cavity. My divination has given me that within a week's travel there will be water. How long of that travel it will take? It would not give to me.
All right, I'm sorry. I got it. That's not what that means.
Hmm?
You asked me, if you travel in that direction, will there be water? The answer is yes. That means that over the course of the next 7 days, that will remain true, providing other things don't happen that change the future. That does not mean that if you travel in 7 days, that's where you'll find the water.
Oh,
That just means
sorry,
that the concept of the water being there doesn't change over the course of the next 7 days.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I'm just, like, it's important that you actually know how the spell works, because you're gonna make presumptions that you wouldn't have in character, because your character knows how the spell works because they cast it. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
Yeah.
So I also have a question out of character. So does that mean, like from 7 days, like if we just keep going north for 7 days, which leads like pretty much well out of Saltbriar, we'll find water? That's what the divination revealed?
No, that is the exact opposite of what I said. Okay, let me go over it one more time. So, the question was, if we travel towards the riverbed, will there be water? The answer to that question is yes. The 7-day timer is indicative of that the question's validity that you ask lasts for 7 days, under the presumption that things are not done that change the future. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
If there are 2 doors, one leads to danger and one doesn't, and you ask with divination, does this door lead to danger? And you choose the one that does, I will answer yes. However, if that danger shifts to the other door if another spell is cast, then that means that your future can change because you cast another spell. Meaning that the original 7-day timer is now moot because you've changed the future. This is also indicative is that with enough time passing, the future changes anyway, because of the infinitum of other things occurring. The 7-day timer is a sort of gameplay mechanic that makes your question not automatically become useless after you ask it, because things are always changing. It is not an indication that it will happen in 7 days' time. The 7-day timer is the validity of the question.
Okay. I get it, thanks.
No problem.
Go ahead, Sonny.
I know not how long it will take us to find the water, but there will be water there, at least so long as things do not change in the next 7 days. If we follow the riverbed, at its end, we will find water.
That's better. That's what it should be.
Mhm.
To be clear, you can roleplay what you want. I just wanted to make sure that you were not lying to them by accident.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was trying to imply that within 7 days, if we travel this way, there might be water. I just didn't word it properly. Just basically trying to say, like, yeah, as long as nothing happens, there might be water. I don't know how long it'll take us to find it, but yeah, thank you, Arcadum. Yes, I'll turn. But the decision now, where we decide to go, obviously, is up to you. Chosen of the Black Hand.
We make for the riverbed.
Very well.
Moon stands up
Very
from
well.
gathering all the cloth.
North it is. Everybody ready? We're heading out. Come on, old.
You said be right back.
I know.
Also, is it just me or is everyone cutting out today? Discord having a problem?
In and out.
Am I coming in okay?
Yeah, you're
You're fine.
sounding fine. It's just that
Alright.
people keep randomly cutting out.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You must gather your party before venture.
Venturing forth.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh boy. I'm holding.
I'm holding on to
I'm
my toes.
grabbing my ass.
Toe grabbed.
Imagine if I served the black foot instead of the black hand.
I hate you.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Beatsies.
My first thought was having a tattoo of a foot on your face now.
If it was the Blackfoot, I would not be playing all wizards all the time.
Oh.
And now I'm wondering if the black hand is just part of a larger whole.
That is a question.
Yeah.
I like your thought. Oh,
Are there two of them? Is there a left and a right?
Is there a black?
Let me know when you're loaded.
I'm loaded.
Man.
Everybody in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Yep.
Okay. As the party moves forward, eventually they come to an area where the last bit of the river can be seen. A small, almost pathetic-looking pond. Around it, you can see rocks and stones uplifted from the earth, thrown and strewn about, as if carved into the river's bank. And then you realize that these are the actual bank of the river, or at least they were. The river's depth, approximately 10 to 15 feet, flowing and nourishing the land, is now scoured and salted. The water irradiates with magic. But there is one other scene that depicts and kind of steals your vision. Before you, you can see a person, or at least what was once a person. Its bloodied corpse smeared across the ground, the top of its torso resting against the stone as the entire line of it streaks across like so.
Moon will approach the corpse very carefully.
Yeah.
And will medicine check if possible to see how it died.
Sure.
I'll give you advantage if possible.
That's fine. This individual was struck with a bludgeoning force so potent that it knocked the top part of its torso from its body, smearing what remains upon the ground.
Moon kind of looks horrified and will turn to Oliver. Whatever did this to this person was an extreme force. Like their bodies was ripped asunder.
Does it look like a rock may have blown out at high speed and took off his top half, essentially?
A bludgeoning force struck him with such intensity that it caused this much damage. Could have been a rock.
It could
Oliver
have been
will
anything.
look at the initial part of the scene. Are there footprints or anything around?
You will see that there are not footprints, but rather what appears to be enormous imprints of a fist. A fist with too many fingers.
What could have caused this?
Whatever it is, it couldn't be that far. We might want to be careful.
Is it possible to see whether or not the person consumed any of the water before dying?
Well, considering that their stomach isn't present, not really. Their lips are dry and chapped, but you don't really know how long they've been dead. I guess with a 30, you'd know they've been dead for about 6 hours or so. It's happened relatively recently.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Can
That's the
I-
first thing that Moon would have said then.
Hmm.
She would have been like, this happened very recently as well.
Very concerning.
If this is a great forest, then
Hmm.
we truly need to be careful.
Can I make
Indeed.
a perception check to see if we detect movement or sense if we're like alone?
Sure.
Damn.
Cavity. The sharpness of your eyes and honed senses reveal that you are not alone.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Something moves, attempting to be quiet in the brush, but moves all the same.
Roll my odds and call me Daisy. We're being stalked. That was no accident. Everyone on your guard. The thing that did this might come for us as well.
What's
Is
Just
part
came
of
to
it?
form.
Does Cavity get a general direction?
Here.
Do
Northeast.
we prepare for combat or retreat?
Hmm.
Formation. We can't let we'll have to secure this area because the river's all but dried up.
But the water itself is tainted already.
Can you check, Oliver? The nature of the water. Can it be salvaged? We'll cover you.
Has it been an hour, Arcadum?
Since what?
For our bard knowledge.
No.
Uh, 21.
Okay. As the party looks around, I'm sorry, you were making that check on the water?
Yeah.
The water is heavily irradiated. Anyone drinking this water would no doubt immediately undertake mutation.
The water is no good.
Mm-hmm.
The soul has tainted it. If anyone drinks it, they would meet a fate most likely worse than death.
Might I suggest that we leave then?
We
Head
should.
back towards our main objective?
Do any of you have the means of purifying water?
Hmm.
Not at the moment.
I do not.
Fortunately, that's not one of the things I learned from it.
Another question, Arcadum. Is it possible to know whether or not this water would stay here? Like if it's being sucked into the ground, I guess. Like, how many days it might take for it to disappear, I guess.
Well, you're not really sure, but it probably won't last long. A couple days, maybe, depending on how hot it gets. But considering that it's the southern coast and it's winter, it's actually the rainy season. So there's potential that it might fill, but if it fills, it will no doubt be filled, irradiated.
And everything drinking from it will keep changing.
It's best that we leave it be and get moving. Regardless if
Yeah.
we manage to change the water, the land itself is destroyed. Any changes would no doubt be reversed within time.
Most likely.
We're still
yeah.
being watched, so we should get a move on.
You can't be completely restored. Can't the process at least be slowed down to give the water more time?
My friends, even if we give the water more time, it will continue to rain ash of silver onto the ground. We must first solve one problem before we can move to the next.
It might be best to hurry. I could conceal our attempt to conceal our escape.
Is it possible to do a stealth check, Arcadum?
For the team, or just for you?
The team.
Sure.
I can do it for the team, so if you got that, that's good.
I'll aid you, because I have this focus as well.
26 or no,
Okay.
25.
Okay.
We should get away while we can.
Understood.
Yes.
So
I
the
have
party.
a question, Arcade.
Go ahead.
Can remove curse be used on water? It only says creature and objects on the spell description.
Even if the spell could, that would not be sufficient to cure or remove it from the water.
Okay, then yeah. We'll move on.
Okay. As you begin to leave, please make me perception checks.
I'll do that first real quick.
Here we go.
Perception. 7.
Not bad.
I'm still bad at these.
Okay. As the party begins to stealth away with your perception checks, you see something appear. To about there. As you leave the irradiated water behind, you will see this creature, seemingly walking out from the stone, as if shifting through it. It stands over the water, almost like it's searching for something. And you will see this creature.
Don't like that.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. That's a mouth.
You see that it starts looking around, as if searching for something. All right, what do you guys do? Do you guys leave?
It's gonna keep evolving.
I think we're leaving, right, guys? Or
Yeah, we're
I'm
leaving.
leaving if you're not.
I'm leaving. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, no.
The party chooses to leave.
Hate to
That's
be one of
somebody
those,
else's
one of
problem.
those people. Like a Death Star.
Okay, where would you like to go?
The city, right?
Yeah.
It's the city with the fork.
Gravity.
yep, towards the city then.
All right, as the party turns towards the city and starts making their way to the south, they once more pass through or pass by where the destroyed farm is. Whilst still in stealth, I need you to make me another round of perception checks, please.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy. Natural 1.
Okay, 15. Decent.
Moon closes her eyes. Fuck this shit.
All right, Cavity is able to spot before you enter the open area of the scoured farmland and is able to stop the party so that they do not lose their stealth by walking out of cover, pulling them to the side as he has spotted a creature. Let me load the map here.
Oh boy.
You guys should be loading pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Um,
it's super quick.
Okay. Cavity moves the party here to keep them in cover. Just in time, as he sees this creature step out over the top of the stone.
What the hell?
He sort of raises his arm
Whoa.
up to like
Motherfucker.
to halt movement. Stay low. Don't move yet. Let it pass.
Duck down.
Yeah, she'll stay still. What is that thing?
Creature will look back and forth. You will see that it places its hand on a stone and just starts to melt it. And then it will place its hands on the molten stone and sort of start to form it into something.
Hell.
And then you will see that the creature starts to shift it until finally it's in like a discus. And then it will start to eat the discus. Om. You will see it leaps to here, firing flames from the bottoms and soles of its feet, landing here. And then it disappears from sight.
Seeing that, Moon will be like, what the hell was that thing?
I think it
You-
ate the magic from the land.
That that would be a yoke. At least that's what I would call it. My home.
Well, let's get a move on.
I wonder what
There are
kind it is.
creatures here eating and drinking all this unchecked magic. We've got our work cut out for us.
Oh god. Okay.
Can you tell us of these yokai? What are
What can
yokai
I tell-
exactly?
Well, yokai are the natural spirits that populate the land of Glaeus, where I am from. There's, for example, there are the Kappa, a little how best to describe them to someone not of Glaeus?
Well, do they look like what the thing we just saw?
No. They look like, sort of this turtle, turtle with legs and finned fingers and feet, toes. They, reside in the rivers and streams of glass, laughing and slapping each other across the face and having fun.
Well, the thing we saw may have been having fun, but it was sure ain't no turtle.
It might be.
Reckon there's probably
That
something
might
just
be a yokai on its path to become an Akuma. A
I
demon.
have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, demons!
Oh, we know what that is at least.
Yeah.
demon. Seem more like an abomination or an aberration to me. Something caused by this silver salt, probably.
Moon nods. Whatever it is, it's not of nature.
Let's make for the city.
Nodders, nodders. Shit.
Okay, guys, as you start to make your way southward, I need survival checks to see if you can scour through the landscape and find a safe route.
Here we go.
Do you have to be trained?
Yes.
So probably only me, because I have expertise currently, unless somebody else has.
Wow. We almost had I was almost at another party with no survival. That's crazy.
Well, technically, I only
Yeah.
got my ability, but yeah.
Looks at camera. Wow.
So that's the 5 plus 8. Let's see, I'd have to do the math, but plus 8 to that.
23.
23.
23 then, alright. Luckily, I chose expertise today. Feels good.
This window.
This way. Keep up. You don't should be as fast as me as you don't know why you can't keep up.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh boy!
Alright.
Excuse me.
Alright, guys. As you start to make your way forward, there's a couple of paths you get to choose from. First, you could take the main road right up to the city. Or you could choose to go through the wilderness, through the ruined farmlands, and approach it from the opposite gate. Or excuse me, not the northern gate, but the gate that would face towards the west. So, wilderness to the western gate, main path to the northern gate.
I assume one of them is quicker, which would probably be the main road.
Main road is the fastest.
Yeah, but main road's probably also going to be the most dangerous because there'll be a lot of enemies.
Yeah,
Potentially. You know?
More importantly, you won't be able to stealth on the main road.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll go through the wilderness.
Main road would be
Listen.
quicker, but less opportunities to be
Yeah,
stealthy.
Listen,
that
just-
stealth is too big to give up.
Listen, if there's one thing that this party's going to stick to its guns about, it's going to be stealthing around our problems.
Mm-hmm.
The other option is we go through the forest. Take the long way around. But be more quiet. Less opportunities to run into anything.
Let's do that.
Agreed.
Yeah, but
Wilderness
you're
then.
the final call,
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. Lead your throne. And we go to the wilderness.
So be it. All right, here we go. Really is one of my favorite tracks.
This
Yeah.
yeah, gives a nice tense atmosphere. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's from Final Fantasy VII. This is Shinra Corporation, or the
Since but
Mako,
not
or the
too
Mako
fast.
Reactor. I think
Yeah.
it's very, very good. Very classic.
Brings back the member berries.
That was a weird South Park episode.
I need to play through 7.
You should.
I don't want to flip a new one, I say.
Like an order to play to Final Fantasy, or
So-
do you, is it one of those games where you can start in the middle?
Final Fantasy does not have, with very, 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 very few exceptions, Final Fantasy doesn't have, like... So every Final Fantasy is its own world and own story. So they're not, like, connected together, with very few exceptions. So, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, for example, all completely separate from each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The really cool thing about the Final Fantasy games is that it's kind of like... It'd be like if I ran Verum, and then I made a completely new setting, and then ran that, and then a completely new setting, and ran that. It's pretty wild. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy because of just, like... It's hard to do what they do, and they do it pretty damn well. I mean, yeah, some games aren't as good as some others. Like, I hate Final Fantasy VIII. I know I'm alone most of the time whenever I talk about that. I just think that it sucks. Compared, of course. I still know that it's, logistically speaking, a good game. I just think Squall is ass.
My favorite's the one with Zidane.
Yes, that's Final Fantasy IX. And it is also my favorite.
My little black mage Vivi.
Because it is the best. Some people say Final Fantasy VI is the best. Those people are old. And wrong.
And wrong.
I started
Final
on 7.
Fantasy
I don't
1
think I
is
ever
the
played
best
6.
one.
9 is mid. That's a weird way of lying, but that's fine.
Oh my god, you just earned yourself a ticket to the band realm.
To the band realm. Yeah, that's a bannable offense right there.
No Princess Carrie for you.
Mods. Increase the count of his atoms by 1.
Saying 9 is mid is like saying McDonald's is unpopular. It's like, you may not like it, but it's better than, like, most of the Final Fantasies. 7, I think, gives it a run for its money. I do think 7 is, like, a masterpiece. I think it's undeniable to anybody that was taking things seriously. But I digress. I could talk about Final Fantasy all day. We can fundamentally agree to disagree.
7.
Fundamentally?
Big words.
I think he thinks I'm serious. I'm not serious, dude. You can like and dislike what you want. Like, I don't like Final Fantasy VIII, and a lot of people are like, that's weird! Of course, my absolute favorite JRPG ever made is Lost Odyssey, which is, without a doubt, the best JRPG I've ever played. It's really good.
I really want to play that.
It's One of these days, I might try and play through it again for the Discord.
That'd be nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what happened to all my discs. Maybe I rented it. I don't know if I rented it off the game back in the day.
I'm not big into Breath of Fire. Never really played it that much.
Of course, my Lost Odyssey is Phantom Brave.
Anyway. All right, let me load up the map for you guys.
Yer.
That fucking emulator. Oh, God. Please just put it on
Whoa.
PC for me. Please.
Yeah. Maybe one day they'll remake it. Be great.
Upload it in.
I'm loaded.
Although emulators have
loaded.
gotten a lot better than what I
Crazy.
remember.
Not the final, not the
That's
one for Lost Odyssey. Believe me, I wish it was better. God, going through the opening cutscene is like nails on a chalkboard, and then weird UI problems, and just me shitting in my own face. Oh man! All right, everyone,
I
loaded.
just... Yes, sir.
Perception checks as you walk through the broken western gate. Before you lies the city of Saltspire, once a grand example of coastal supremacy, and one of the three kings, the three main cities that ruled the mid-eastern part of Corvinus. Now lies a shadowed ruin of itself. A silver salted coating can be seen over all of the stone and ground and walls. And as Saltbriar lies before you, broken and shattered, pieces of it ripped up, houses in twain, ruin across the streets, the coast churned and possibly irradiated, much like the rest of the Silver Coast. What gets you is, perhaps more than anything else, the silence that the city holds. It is quiet. It is quiet and rife with despair.
Yeah, I rolled the wrong thing, but if I rolled the right thing, it'd be a 2.
Oh,
What do you guys do?
What are we hoping to find here in the city?
Maybe somebody could tell us what happened.
Moon will turn to Cavity. What are we here for?
Anything that remains, anything that can be done, something worth salvaging. If there's
Didn't you say all this was coming from the silver stones?
it might have been we didn't get a read on what exactly transpired here. That's mainly why we're here. Investigate.
hmm.
Moon will, this is a house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Moon will, take a look inside.
As you approach this home, make me a perception check, please.
Sure. 16.
On the inside of this home, you can see walls that have been kind of... I think the best way to describe this... do you guys know what something that's been sandblasted looks like?
Yep.
Kind of.
Cut out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
It's
have
cleaned,
a
right?
sandblaster.
Do you know what something that has been sandblasted looks like?
Yes.
Industrial sandblast.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so essentially, that's what's happened here. Like, there are gaping holes and sort of like scoured down edges inside of the walls and the windows. You do not see...
You ever see like? Oh,
Like, I
I was
don't
gonna
get
say,
it.
if there
Like,
was-
what's going on? It's been
I'm
really
sorry.
bad this session of, like, I'll be in the middle of narration and people
Um,
just talk right over me. Like, what's going on, guys? Like, is everyone lagging? I guess the only thing that makes any
There-
sense.
There
You
is
are
a little
cutting
bit of
out for
Discord
me.
lag.
Okay, let me check the Discord.
I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, you're cutting out for me.
I was having
There is-
some connection issues
Yeah, there
earlier,
is a little
so
bit of lag with Discord. Yeah.
Let me try and reset it. How about now? Is that better? Is
oh, that sounds much more crisp. Yeah.
that better for everybody?
Let's see if it lasts.
Seems so.
Sounds the same
Yeah,
to
not
me.
cutting out be more
Yeah.
for me.
Okay, there we go. Maybe that would be less frustrating.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's what you see inside. The building has been scoured as if blasted by sand, or in this case, salt.
Mm. Moon will kind of look at Oliver and Cavity and like attempt to look inside for survivors.
There are no survivors.
Is there anything in the house that she could check through?
If you want to spend time to do it, sure. You make me an investigation check.
She'll like look at everyone. Do we want to check every house or just move on?
I actually have a question regarding the sandblasted thing. Is it just the outside of the house, or is there like stuff inside the house that's
So
been hit with the salt?
the outside is the worst. Inside, there's less damage. So it's possible that people on the inside of their houses, on the inside of a residential street, may have been less affected. Anyone that was hit with the brunt of it, though, probably didn't survive.
Okay.
If you ever want to scare yourself, look up sandblast videos and like what they'll do to like
Mm.
watermelons and stuff. Shit is crazy.
Mhm. I'm picturing the aftermath of Mount St. Helena explosion. That's what I'm picturing in my head. Like the nature surrounding the city, just like trees and rocks and shit, just thrown about and made bare. So
What do you guys do?
Cavity will answer
Um,
Moon's question. He'll say, "You can look for survivors if you'd like, but there probably won't be anything worth salvaging. So
Is there a cellar,
Just a quick-
perhaps?
Sure. Moon will check it and see if there was a cellar.
There's not a cellar in this building.
Okay. She'll kind of shake her head. Nope.
I'll cast.
Most likely any survivors will be underground.
I will cast detect evil and good, and
All right, hold. As you cast evil and good, you will see a shimmer reflect through the silver salt, almost like a ripple in a pond in a body of water, as the light goes scouring through it in all directions around you. And give me a second, please. I have to do some
Oh,
rolls.
shit.
Is it possible to ask a question, Arcadum, or are you doing something?
Sure, go ahead. What's up?
Did we ever return that token for when we came to the city? Like the one you were supposed to, I guess, return when you left Saltbriar?
Are you asking me if you did?
Yeah, if we did, because I
Is
don't
it in your
recall
inventory?
No, I didn't take it.
Well, who took it?
I do not remember.
one of us took it because we weren't infected, but we probably returned it because we left by boat, right?
Yeah, if that's the case, and never mind.
What are we talking about?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, maybe.
It is at this point that you start to hear movement. Sound of crunching shingles, and cracking stone as something is approaching.
Mm.
Shit.
From which direction?
Formation?
Yes.
I will drop concentration on my spell.
Yeah, did we see the shimmer?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, let's hit the stealth check real quick then.
Quick, hide
I'll
in the
aid you.
building.
I'll aid you again. Yeah.
I'll go inside the building.
Perhaps in
19.
a building that's
Um,
away from the where you cast at, maybe, because they're gonna be looking here.
Ah, yeah,
Oh.
Hide like here. This building.
good point.
Oliver would try to stand by a window to see what shows up.
Okay. And here's what shows up. All right, and you will see these creatures.
Oh,
All right, first you see one of these.
oh god.
Mm,
Next, you will see one of these. Next, you will see one of these.
That looks wicked.
And you will also see this creature.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. This creature moves towards this building. This creature moves towards this building. This creature will move to the edge and will then disappear from sight. This creature will move so quickly that I need Oliver to make me a martial check in order to maintain eye contact.
Alright.
Damn.
Your eyes are sharp, and he moves too quickly for some to watch, but you're able to track that he moved to here. The creature will then bend down and grip one of the shingles, and then will disappear from sight. You'll see this creature hold up its hands. It will then look over and nod as this creature destroys this entire house by walking through it. It will lift up the roof and crash through to the other side. It will then look at the ground as if searching for something.
Mm.
This creature will look at this creature, and although they do not speak, it seems they communicate through their eyes. They will move in this direction. You will see this creature will look up towards this one, and then we'll look back here and look up towards where you believe that one to be, and you will see them leave. Okay, what do you guys do next?
Moon will look at Oliver like, what do we do?
Oliver sort of huddling.
Hmm.
There were two other, what are we calling them? Aberrations. Two new types of them. Looking at what just occurred, it seems there is some form of intelligence among them. They seem to be communicating somewhat.
Hmm.
Hmm.
The two newer ones, one of them disappeared. I couldn't get a read on where it went. The other is extremely fast. It traversed the area within seconds.
Yeah, so then maybe you think.
So
Uh,
much activity here. Perhaps we should find some place safe before we engage.
What is your movement speed,
See,
Wendell?
65 without augmentations.
Is it about the same, Arcadum?
He is tragically slower than that creature.
That is very concerning.
your ears might have caught up to you, old man. It moved extremely fast.
And they were able
That
to
is very
pinpoint
concerning.
my location from casting a spell that it did not produce any of this latent exposure your land causes with spell casting. And a first degree spell at that.
It mattered not.
That is
This area is permeated with silver salt. The effect of your magic flowed through it. It reached the creature's senses. We can't afford to cast any magic like that again unless we absolutely have to. Oliver,
and here I
did you
was
see
thinking of also using a spell. But continue.
Oliver, this speedy creature, has it departed from this area?
I don't know if it moved again, but I did not catch it when it left. It's possible that these things, if they are intelligent from what it seems, it may be prudent to our investigation to follow them around, see what's going on from their perspective.
Which way did they go?
Perhaps,
Did you see?
perhaps we could use their senses against them to lull them into a trap.
I agree, but it'd be too early to do it now. A second time within such a short time would
Be
make them
suspicious.
even more, yeah.
Agreed. We should find a good place to give us an advantage first.
Well, to answer Cavity,
Arcadum, was that north is where they went?
Yes, they went north. However, in the midst of this conversation, Oliver, you may make me a perception check at advantage.
Ugh.
You may want to use inspiration on that.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'll inspire it. 11.
Fortunately, not the birthday yet.
I could. I wouldn't want to give him a important die, but if this sounds really important, guys, I can.
What are your portents?
14, 17, and 11.
You rolled a 10. Either one of those are good. Preferably the
Yeah.
14 or 17.
My concern is those would be really good in combat as well, or in another situation, but it's up to Melancholy if he wants me to use it on him or not.
Oh, what can you use portents on?
Any D20 roll
Uh,
within 30 feet of me
yeah, well, it
in
depends
combat.
on
It's a
you.
reaction.
It depends on what you plan on using them for. I would want you to use it because if you can use them on any D20 roll, then the low ones are still good to have.
Yeah, I have a. I mean, even the high ones are good to have because I can throw that on like a failed saving throw. Possibly shift it into succeeding.
Yeah, my concern though is I only have a +1, so if
17 would make it an 18, and I mean, if it's a stealth check, then it might not be enough. And an 18.
well, it's a perception, which means they're probably looking for us or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
15 or 18 is still better than 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, an 18 is still always better than an 11. That's true.
Or I could use a 15, which is still decent.
Yeah.
I think if the 15 isn't enough, all 4 of them are going to end up on us. So
You using it, Sonny?
Yeah. If you want me to use it, I'll use it on you.
Your
I'll use
resource.
I'll use the 17.
Alright.
So be it.
18 total.
With an 18 perception in the distance, you hear something quite nostalgic. You hear a ship's bell, Oliver. Ding, ding, ding. A ship's bell that is ringing to the cadence of battle stations.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oliver's ears were sort of twitch. There might still be people around. I hear a ship. It sounds like it's about to start battle.
Let's go.
Shall we go assist?
Hold. Could it not be these things alerting
Could be.
their others?
That's also
could
what I'm
be.
concerned about.
Maybe they have
It could
boats.
be. But it could also be a survivor or someone else. If this is truly a battle, we might want to join them and help.
Did the ship bell come from the south or the north?
South, where the ears are.
They headed north, didn't they? So
They
I
did.
don't think it's them setting off the siren.
Anyway, don't think it'll hurt to
Oh yeah,
check it out.
we on the western side. So being in the city before, I recall the noble district was to the east, and the piers were to the south. Headed toward the main gate. Alright then, yeah. We can move towards the pier, but we gotta move quietly.
The ships and the ocean may have been their best
Very
bastion
well.
to hold up. So
Hana will place a hand on Cavity's shoulder. You lead, I will follow.
Will nod. Were you gonna say something, Oliver? I saw you do the speech bubble.
I was gonna ask if there's logistics between us stealthing there and moving quickly. I don't know if Arcadum stealthing would make us like slower or something.
Stealthing makes you slower.
I mean, if we want to get there fast, we might just have to break our stealth. If this is battle, we might want to hurry.
I'd say we start off stealthing out of this building to the next one, and then we can take off into a run, just in case something's still around here looking.
Yeah, I agree with Celeste, because we don't want to get into the fight before we do a fight before we actually reach the fight. We want to be fighting in. So
Yeah,
we
we
maintain
don't
stealth
bring,
first.
bring the army along with us.
We maintain stealth.
Need to reroll? Okay. Just maintain.
So
Is there a
maintaining stealth or
setting
not?
that says-
If you're stealthing, you're moving at half speed. If you're not stealthing, you move at normal speed. What's it going to be?
Are we able to do what they suggested, which is like stealth partly and then run, or do we have to pick one or the other?
like maintain stealth for half a block and then take off running?
That is irrelevant to the question. It's either you stealth the whole way there, moving at half speed, or you move now. It's up to you.
I think
Doing
we
it
move
halfway
now.
counts as you not doing it at all.
Then I say we just move now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so be it.
You guys want to move without stealth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Best that we do that.
Alright then.
Just make sure they can't keep
I think
up.
me and Cavity are on the idea of moving with stealth, but
If we
Is
Yeah,
there
we
a-
can do that.
Is there a role I can make Arcadum to like
before-
this ship is going into like battle positions. Are there like basic weapon knowledge I can glean from it?
Balliste.
Okay. Then yeah, we should make haste. It's possible that if we get there well enough, they'll cover us.
Okay, then yeah. we'll speed there.
I mean, I could probably cast Haste on somebody if they wanted to try and keep up a little bit.
Unless
We
we all
shouldn't.
had it, it wouldn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, we shouldn't cast at all.
I agree. No
Just saying
casting yet.
that's an option that I have.
No casting yet. I'm
All right.
holding. I'm holding my casting as well. Also, be right back. I gotta pee.
All right, then, yeah, we're moving.
Yeah, I'd be
We're
holding
hopping
in
it.
Shield of Faith.
My little staff's going ding 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 ding.
All right, well, time to dash. Try and keep up.
You have bells on your staff?
Little rings that when we're moving stealthily, I put a little like
Oh my
staff.
god. I'm so hyped. Excellent. Okay. I have good news. I have a proper
Oh.
map for you guys.
Oh, yay.
Augers.
I was going to say good news never equals good news.
I Jeb.
Debatable.
Yips.
Depends.
Hope this
I
is
see Toodles again, bro.
hope this one works.
Yeah, that's what his name was. I forgot. Remember the little guy?
We'll have some guy, yeah.
This could have been the ship that we were on, going to the Silver Stones.
Could be.
It's
Yeah,
the only
it-
one
I'm on
left. It
that.
came back to just ruin.
Yeah, it
I wonder if
depends.
those guys were supposed to, I don't think they were supposed to pick us up, were they?
No, because they were dropping us off and going somewhere else, so I don't think
Yeah.
they'd even be back yet.
Like, I don't know if they're making a return.
I mean,
trip
who
to pick
knows?
us up.
We're about to
Who
find
knows?
out.
Uh,
Oh boy. I'm getting ready for notes in case we encounter combat.
Nice.
well, I'm dashing like a motherfucker. So,
Dash, dash, dash. Gotta step on the dash tonight. Anyway.
Only I still had my channel. Now I'm thinking about all the people on the pirate ships getting my poison damage because they're my allies.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Maybe if they survive till tomorrow.
Oh boy.
When Hannah runs, does she do the ninja run with her hands behind her back?
No.
Oh my God.
You are my
No.
friend.
What are our run animations?
What are run?
Mine's
I
just
got
a
it.
glitch
Ringo, you
infected
asked. You
teleport.
start us off. What's Cavity's run animation?
Really like some.
Emoji.
Probably one hand on his head, one hand kind of on his at his side.
That'd be
Like he's holding a holster.
I guess so.
Okay, it's finally
Moon.
time.
Moon kind of holds on to Weasel and will like
Uh,
sprint.
Yeah. To answer, I'm clutching my my spell tome. I have my orb in my bag. I have my staff, and I'm just like clutching them to my chest, just running to keep up.
like sprint takeoff.
All right, let me know when you guys are loaded.
I'm loading.
99.
99.
And
100.
I'm just running with the
I'm
cane
in.
sword pointing straight out.
Whoa.
I'm in.
I'm in.
And now you guys have a
Okay.
proper map of Saltbriar.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
There's probably more
Man, it's
here
even got the
before.
weathered effect on the whole map. That's nice.
I'm trying to remember what's missing from the last time we saw it. Probably down here.
All right, I'm going to use Oliver as the party marker.
Oh boy.
Man, so eventually this is just gonna irradiate all the world's ocean.
Oh god, lag.
That's
Hopefully.
I lagged so much right there. Strange.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
also.
not.
Oh, I'm still it's still kind of framey.
The clouds?
I mean,
Maybe.
it looks fine on my end, but
It just like lagged for a second.
No, I'm still stuttering.
it could be the clouds.
Yeah, I am too. Damn it.
That's weird. You'd have a better computer than me.
Yeah, I have to refresh. That's what I get for trying to do production value.
Oh, it is lag every now and then.
Whee. Mine's
Perfect.
tolerable, but it's
Yeah,
still
it's
very
all the
dead.
clouds lagging every now and then, so it's probably the clouds.
And for once, mine was doing fine. I'm proud of my computer.
I mean, mine is foundry spec, so I ain't gonna mess up too bad.
Man, I wonder how long before this water starts messing with the other continents.
Yeah, that's a concern.
That is, if this thing has a potential to spread. In which case, we better make haste.
It's like those guys were mutated people.
Maybe.
Yeah, be careful about hiding on ships and stuff if those things can just walk through houses.
I mean, if we want to go in the water, I got the ability to let us go in the water. Get on the ships.
If anybody asks, if there are like,
All right, cool. I think I'm back.
All right.
And it doesn't seem to be terrible. Okay. Anyway, this is about where you guys are.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And so now you'll have to be making your way through Saltbriar, trying to get to the piers to where you're hearing the ship's bells go off.
Okay.
And
Okay.
for some reason, when we switched to this map, it switched me to where I'm like, my token's selected to Orca instead of Celeste for features and attributes and all that. I don't know how to retarget Celeste token.
Weird.
You may have to
I can just
go
use the
into
character sheet if we need to roll.
You can also change the character you're attuned to. Like if you go into the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, do you see a little black box? You can click that, and then go to your name, Foamy, and right-click that, and then go to user configuration, and then you can release the character, and then choose your other character.
Game settings.
Perfect. Thank you. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do this. Wow.
Okay. Here we go. So you're stealthed. Oh no, you're not stealthed. You chose to give up stealth. All right. Make me athletics checks then. It's time to see how fast you are. As a
Oh,
party.
yeah, I get to show you why I'm running the way I am.
just watch. She's gonna go so high. Yeah, 16 was that high. Yep.
Actually,
Nice.
At
The
least,
power of friendship.
Oh
at
no.
least I have proficiency in it.
Oliver's running with his back. He's leaning back while he's running.
Counter offer. Can I turn into a horse?
Sure. If you want. That doesn't really help
you can't.
the party's roles because, being faster than them is not the point. How fast all of you are. I mean, unless you want to leave them, I guess.
Nah.
I mean, I might
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah,
If
if you're
anything,
doing
it would
I got the
just-
movement.
If I were to transform,
You know what I think I might try? I think in the
What?
future, if I have maps like this in Alien Class and stuff, I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to do like an animation, you know, like in Final Fantasy when you get a random encounter of, you know, where it goes and it like
yeah,
zooms in.
yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be funny.
Right, as you make your way running as fast as you can, there are definitely creatures that have picked up your scent. You can feel that there are some following behind you. One of them you can hear as it is blowing through houses, trying to follow you. Athletics checks, please.
Alright, round 2.
Oh, bam.
This time
Yeah,
with
roll
feeling.
There it is. There it is.
Where am I?
Did
Did I not roll?
I was gaining on people, and then now they're ahead of me.
I don't know if mine went through. I don't think it did.
If anything, if Moon sees people getting behind, she would transform into a horse and attempt to get
No,
them
you're
on.
fine. You
but-
don't worry about me. I thought you were a road warrior.
Oh, I am. Never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
I forgot that I changed last second.
Oh, roll 12 again. Unfortunate.
I forgot. Druid's different in this system.
Okay. One more round of athletics check. Let's see if you get there in time.
Come on.
Oh boy! 14.
Roll hot for once.
I rolled a 13. Never mind.
You're gaining speed.
God, I rolled in shit.
Staying above 10.
Okay. Dwarves are natural sprinters. Very dangerous over short distances.
Ugh, my old age is catching up to me.
I forgot that Cavity convinced me to play a Woad Warrior.
Convince you, but like.
Yeah, Rinko, convincing people?
No, I thought like.
Yeah, you did. You literally were like, "This looks like." Made me feel like this looked fun. So fuck you. I'm just kidding.
I was like, you want to do the club thing, so I was like, you can do Old Warrior if you wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, and then you like kissed him, right?
What? No. What?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
You can't fucking lie to me. I know what you're about, Cavity.
Kissing on the
Okay.
lips.
In game though, in game.
In game. In game. Oh, got it.
My God.
Nice cover. Nice save.
It wasn't
Nice
in
save.
game.
What's
Who's
it
helping him hydrate?
Hydrate.
Well, whatever. Let's see what I can figure to fix that. That's fine.
Oh, skibbity.
G.I. Joe.
And hydrate right now. I'm fasting.
Uh,
Rip.
You're fast. Oh, right. It's Wait, is it still
Ye.
Ramadan?
It's a month thing. Like halfway. I'm halfway through it.
Oh, okay.
Like follows a lunar calendar, so it's like a little different from the Gregorian calendar of May.
It follows a lunar calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar?
Yeah.
Sounds like my ego should be concerned. Caw. All right. So, full disclosure, to save on map costs, I took a map that will probably never be used again, and I have reoriented it for this battle map. I think it works.
Okay.
It's supposed to be pointing south.
Okay.
That's the only real difference, and I am uncertain on how to turn it around.
No problem.
There's got to be a flip
All
feature
good.
somewhere.
Wait, I may have just figured it out.
Oh.
Let him cook? He's on to something?
He's cooking. Let him cook.
He's in the kitchen, he's got the oil.
Can you turn it?
He's scrambling the eggs.
I don't know how to do this. Oh well.
Map makers, get in here.
There's
It's fine.
eggshells in the eggs.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's fine, yeah.
skip,
He's all good.
skibbity ski. Skip, skibbity toilet.
My God.
Okay. As you arrive, I need you to make me immediate perception checks.
Oh, boy.
Perception. Ooh, I rolled well that time.
Better than me.
Yeah,
I'm still
looks
running.
Looks like today's a 12 day.
The secret fourth portent that is plaguing us right now.
It's like by 12s.
My immersion is obliterated. Saga was going south for a month on a boat pointing up. Yeah, well, you would, but that's how orientation works. You would think that you're going front. Shut up, Waymaker.
He's a tiny little man. He'll play Netflix.
My immersion is shattered.
My immersion is shattered.
When
I just
you
love
fail, when you fail upwards, it kind of feels like you're going forward, but you're like, or backwards, but you're going
whoa.
forward. So
Ooh, a
This
resort.
map's cool.
I've seen this map before.
I'm in.
I feel like I've also seen this map before.
You have. I've used it before. I recycled it.
I mean, not in your games, but from other players.
But no, this was made for me.
Oh.
Unless somebody's lying to me.
Oh, thinking of a different looking map then. So I thought I saw it on Pinterest somewhere.
Surely the map makers wouldn't just copy maps from someone else and then try to sell them to me. I'm sure that hasn't happened.
I would hope not.
It actually did happen, but not for anybody on the current map team.
Oh,
It
okay.
did actually happen.
Oh,
God, I still remember that. That was wild.
that's wild.
All right, now that everyone has arrived on scene, your perception checks will reveal to you the following setup of the battle. I'm going to zoom out for you guys.
Okay. Move away from your mic a little bit, Sin. I can
Jesus
still hear
Christ,
you,
dude! Like, you're just
buddy. It's so loud.
Breathing.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I feel like, I just think I have a breathing problem.
Jesus, man.
It sounded kind of short of breath. It's like I was a little worried.
Maybe it's just. I think it's just exciting.
I mean, I'm glad you're excited, but just holy shit. It's so loud.
All you hear is just.
Alright, is everybody zoomed out? You guys see my arrow here?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
this is your current position. It seems like a quartermaster's warehouse is located here. You can see that there are different docks and market stalls and things like that spread out here. It's not actually tables. Or at least that's what used to be there before all of this was obliterated by the Silver Salt. It seems that the storehouse maintains some semblance of resistance, as it is made out of hardened, reinforced stone. You will see that several ships on the water are firing ballistas onto the land, slamming through the creatures that are moving across the docks. They are attempting to return fire by both spell and physicality. If you wish to join in and assist the sailors, assist the sailors on the ships, you can, but keep in mind, if you choose to intercept, you will be entering a horde fight, and it will be difficult. Ooh. So consider this your one chance to decide if you were going to, if you're going to choose self-preservation or heroism. Which will it be?
I think, personally, Moon would fight, and is there people on the docks themselves, or is it just the ship firing?
Not on the docks, on the ships.
Okay. I'm torn. I would join in because we were sent here to see if there's any semblance of anything in Saltbriar. And perhaps we could talk to these people on the ship.
Is anyone particularly against this?
I mean,
No, I'm good either way.
I'm still trying to figure out what our goal is here. Like, is it just to
That's
Well,
not a
there's a
good
bunch
get
of
sign.
monsters here, right?
That is not a good sign.
Well, there's a bunch of
Mhm.
monsters here, right? So like,
right?
we'd want
But,
to like
like,
clear
is
out
our-
the city of them.
Is our
How do we
goal
know that
to
there's, like-
save people, or is our goal to stop the
Our-
silver star?
The
Salt?
way that the white glove stated it was to attempt to see if there was anything left in Saltbriar that is worth saving, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I feel like I am.
Yeah, we were sent to investigate.
Yeah, we were sent to investigate and see if there was anything in the city, and we found people like right now. So if our quest is to investigate, we technically have already done that, but we have also found people, which could lead us into what happened to Saltbriar, how this exactly happened, how to stop it potentially.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we can,
so
we
I
can
guess
talk
it's
to the
Cavity's judgment. Is it worth saving these people? Are they something worth trying to save?
And general
Yes,
good people stuff of helping someone in need. That kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like we'll be clearing the city of monsters one way or another, and having these folk around, we can ask them if they were around when the city fell, and what information you can provide. Perhaps there will be a standing force of being able to enforce the city. Should we be able to recover it? I say we jump in, boys.
I'll stand with you.
Agreed.
These
Very well.
apparitions will soon know that orange is the new black. Let's ride.
-1 inspiration.
What? I don't have any. I'm negative.
Well, looks like I get one then.
No! Oh, fuck!
That I only use on Cavity.
Oh.
My bad, gang.
Alright, so the party moves forward to engage with the horde of creatures and the attempts to assist the sailors.
And would we get a round to do anything
All
before we interact?
I'm about to give you the parameters.
Oh boy.
Alright, as you are attacking the horde, instead of being attacked by the horde, this is your engagement box. You can go anywhere in here that you want. So, choose your positions. Also, because you're choosing to engage, you can take 1 out of combat action. So if you want to take any buffs, prepare any potions, anything like that, now is also the time to do that.
Do you guys want me to bless now or later?
We want to try and get on the ship so I can get this water breathing, and we can try and get on them.
I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on myself.
Yeah, I'm throwing on
Can
my
I
shield.
actually, if you're gonna do that, can I yoink the exposure?
Sure, have 1 exposure as I cast it through
Thank
my
you.
book.
I will take the exposure and then I will upcast Bless for
Mhm.
free. I will cast Bless. My targets are. Ooh, I'm gonna bless Celeste, Oliver, Wendell, and who wants the last bless?
Let me consult my bless yourself.
Okay, and then I'll bless Moon
This
myself.
is putting how much exposure on it?
1.
Okay.
But if possible, I will actually. Ooh. Yeah. Am I still able to primal off of Wendell or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I will primal infuse off of Wendell. So you don't gain the exposure.
Okay.
Did the black can repair our armor?
That's fine.
Yeah,
will be
you're at full
mine.
strength.
And I'll put Shield of Faith on myself.
Don't
Remember,
worry about Shield of Faith.
Remember, you only get to do one target though.
Who? What?
Primal Infusion can only target one target should multiple instances occur simultaneously.
Oh yeah, I'm just targeting.
Yeah. Just making sure you know that.
And why should I not do Shield of Faith myself?
Never mind. I forgot. I have blessed concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Alright,
I'm dumb.
Oliver will attempt to transform.
We want the water breathing or no, guys?
Nah.
Okay. So for me, I mean, if you cast haste on somebody instead, if somebody wants haste before battle.
Oh yes, please
But-
cast it. Give someone haste.
Maybe when we get in combat.
Haste.
Yeah, haste might be a in combat
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, haste.
Because-
is
Okay.
And
Give it
for
a
some
cavity,
reason, I
guess,
already
but
have
it's-
Holy Shield on.
So cavity wants haste, then when we get in combat, alright.
No, just
Holy
haste
Holy
someone.
Shield represents your Death Ward, my guy.
Okay. How would I apply the Shield of Faith to my character then?
I'll do it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have bless. Div. My temp HP starts off at 9. My
Barely went somewhere.
AR will go
Oliver.
You'll go to 6.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, where'd my token go? What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
3 of you disappeared.
I
Celeste,
don't know where the fuck we went.
Wendell, and Moon are gone.
Oh.
Ah, there you guys are. I have a question about haste.
Okay.
Does it like it doesn't affect the steeds, right? If I'm hasted.
No.
Okay.
I could haste his speed instead, though. right?
If
Probably.
I think it's Find Greater Steed has a add-on that your spells that you cast on yourself also affect your steed. So
Yeah, but he
Nice.
has the just summon Steve.
yeah, I know.
I assume I could cast haste on the steed, though, instead of him, right?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but it's not that important. I think that haste is better on Oliver or Celeste.
No. Okay. Well, might as well get over here. Then, if I'm gonna cast.
yeah, my main
it.
action's
I'm
good.
a squishy.
A little
Actually,
closer.
I'm a semi tank, so I'm staying back here for now, though.
All right, Oliver, as you transform into your Icarus form, you can feel that it struggles to come out, greatly weakened from what has occurred before. You will need to find some way to repair it.
Hmm.
Okay. Everyone good?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
believe
ready.
so.
All right, cool. Setting the board on my side.
Oh boy.
Positioning. Wait, are we good for positioning, guys?
Yeah, I'm good.
I feel good because I'm probably going to teleport strike if they don't come up to us.
This will be fine.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Let me see. Back up a little bit.
will actually stand here.
Plus, in case I need to counter spell, I kind of want to be up front.
Actually, no. Moon will stand
Don't want to be
here.
too close because of AoEs.
Moon will stand
Eventually.
here.
You within 20 feet for primal infuse. That's
Yes.
good.
Literally why I was doing that.
Gotcha.
I was doing the math in my head.
You're smarter than I am. I need to use the ruler all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Each square is
oh,
That's crazy.
that is.
The dice god loves us.
5. Wow.
Potentially.
Potentially. Potentially.
So that means we get 6 ballistas, 4 catapults, and 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
If
potentially.
only.
Yeah.
Oceans rain from the sky.
Death reigns from... I'm sorry.
Farah ult.
Hey, that means the next round's horde is gonna be all ones.
We gotta reach 10 exposure for the
Yes. Every horde encounter from now on is ones. We'll be extra fucked. Hey, so, random thing. Anyone else worried about the Depthar infection?
Nah.
No, I think we dealt with all of them, right? It's fine.
I don't know. After watching Sunny's episode last night, I'm really worried about that infection mixing with the Depthar infection.
Okay. You see these creatures as the horde battle begins.
Oh boy.
You will also see these creatures running across the water, approaching the battlefield.
I see they have water walk. Interesting.
These guys. They're running across the water
Those little speedsters.
towards you. So they will
Okay.
be arriving
So
soon.
let's see. Current encounter. Silverborn. Obliterator.
And with the speed we saw, they'll probably be on us in one round.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Bless.
Alright, and then there is one final creature.
No, that's okay. At least it only got to roll a d1.
Let's see.
Alright, you will see one of the smaller vessels be grabbed up from below the water and lifted into the sky, torn in twain as bolts of energy rip through the sailors therein. And you will see this creature in the water.
Oh shit.
Oh,
What the fuck is that thing?
oh, this is gonna be sick. there's a monster.
Why the
in
fuck did we
water.
become a part of
Water, too.
Evangelion? What the hell?
Alright, you
We
will
gotta
see,
find a way to
you will
get out
see a
there.
creature rise up out of the water. It is covered in the symbols of the first peoples, the Aunt Vanti. You will see within it the silver thrumming salt, the energy pulsing through the construct-looking creature. As it rips through the boat, you will see that there is a swirling of energy. You think that you see depictions of animalistic spirits shift and twist through the creature's body.
Well, I got all the names
Regret
down.
joining this yet?
Something tells me that's what's controlling everything.
This is fucked.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing got turned on when when all the magic exploded.
Here we go. First level 10 combat. And it is a horde
Oh
battle.
shit!
Yippee.
Okay, so let me depict the parameters of this battle being completed.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's the wrong one. I don't want that one.
Give yourself your temp HP for beginning the combat.
I did. Unless I'm missing anything. I don't think I am.
I think I got everything.
Oh, actually, everyone that is currently blessed, which I think includes me, equal to the spell level, so it should be. Whenever Veil of Mana activates, is it if I have it primal infused, is it technically level 2 or 1?
What's the question? Sorry. It said mana veil?
Veil of Mana.
Oh, Veil of Mana?
Yeah, Veil of Mana. Whenever, because I primal infused and then blessed for my free upcast, is it considered the second level or first level?
It's the upcasted level.
Okay, so in that case, everyone that is blessed gets 2 plus 4, which is 6 temp HP.
Would that stack
Does-
with my other 8?
They do not stack.
That's
They overlap each other.
Okay.
Temp HP does not stack unless it specifically says so.
okay.
Let's see if that's how I do it. I don't know if that worked or not.
I don't think it says it does.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Oh. I just realized what time it was. Okay. We will start this up next time.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
I didn't even realize it was this late.
Sorry, guys.
Ah,
Ran out of time.
Yeah, that's what I've said.
Damn.
Hey, we rolled pretty damn good for initiative.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, the Horde goes last.
Oh,
I
yours
rolled a
goes last.
2.
You're the attackers.
rolled a 2.
So.
Oh,
Oh, man. Can't
Yeah,
wait for
this
you
is gonna
guys
be
to make some wonderful
fun.
checks. This is going to be great.
Oh, why do I have
Level
SR?
10, I get to do what I want. Yeah.
I'm in danger.
Oh, my bar.
they definitely gave you all the ammo you need to have fun.
I can't believe I rolled max. That's fuck, dude. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so hard.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Wild. Okay.
So weird. Okay, there we go.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys are great. Thanks for being a part of the community. As a reminder, this upcoming Thursday, which is the day after tomorrow, we will be watching the final episode of Return of the King. Or excuse me, not episode. I'm an idiot. We'll be watching the final movie in the trilogy of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, to finish off our special community event thing that we're doing. Isn't that great? I think it's great. Cool. Awesome. Please be there, or else I'll be mad.
Yeah, I missed the last two.
yeah.
I'm making this one.
Okay. Good stuff, guys. Hugs and kisses. I will see you guys in 2 hours for the Brass Tacks Fire and Blood. Bye, everybody.
Bye, chat.